Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you the easiest way of making this gorgeous French beaded lily pad. First of all, let's look at the material you will need to get started. For this project, I have used two sizes of copper wire in 24 gauge for the strong frame and 27 gauge wire for the beading process. Here, I have used size 11 seed bead in two different colors, dark green and a pastel green. For the tools, you will need a wire cutter, ruler, and a bead spinner to speed up your threading process. First, you will need to string a lot of dark green beads on your 27 gauge wire. I have strung beads around 6 to 7 meter on my spool. Leave these wire on the spool for now. For the next step, take out your 24 gauge wire, measure out an 8-inch length using your ruler. Cut it out. You will need 5 of these identical pieces to form a central frame. Now, gather all the 5 wires into a neat bunch. Using your ruler, measure out approximately 2.75 to 3 inches from the top. Tightly hold that exact spot with one hand. Now, with your other hand, spread all 5 wires out evenly on both the sides to form a fan shape. Now, start twisting the longer remaining part of the wire and join them securely. Just like that, your lily pad frame is completely set for the beading process. For the next step, take out your spool that we have already pre-strung with our dark green beads. Attach the end of this working wire to the frame by wrapping it securely around the bottom base. For our very first circle, we only need one bead between each of the frame wires. Feed one bead down to the working wire. Wrap the wire over the top of the next frame wire and pull it back around as shown here. Trust the process and repeat this exact technique until you finishes the first circle. For the remaining circle, you don't need a specific number of beads because the bead sizes can vary slightly. Simply feed some beads onto the wire. I match how many beads you need to span the distance between two frame wires and start wrapping it around. Here is the quick tip: keep an eye on the spacing between your frame wires. It should be stay equal. If it shifts, you can easily adjust the wire placement as you continue your wrapping. Repeat this wrapping process until you get 13 circles of dark green beads. Don't forget to adjust your frame wire in between your wrapping process. Now here, to give this pattern a realistic look, we are going to add two circles of pastel green seed beads and finish with one final circle of dark green seed beads. To do this, measure out how much wire you need for the next three circles. After cutting, slide off any remaining dark seed beads from your working wire. Now switch to your light green pastel seed beads and string them on to the working wire. Once they are loaded, continue with the same exact wrapping process to build out your color gradient. To finish up, complete your very last circle using dark green beads. After that, wrap your working wire firmly around frame wire where you finish your last circle to lock everything in place. Next, take your wire cutters and snip the excess edges of all the 5 wires, leaving a just little stub on each. Tuck those stubs neatly to the back. Close the edges. Finally, use your thumb and fingers to give this lily pad some natural curves. This will create a realistic shallow cup shape so it looks like it's floating perfectly on water. And there you have it, a beautifully textured French beaded lily pad. I love how it turned out. If you found this tutorial helpful, then please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more such wire beading patterns. Do check out my other French beading videos. Let me know in the comment section what flower or foliage we should make next. Thank you for watching and happy crafting.